What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. I'm going back to basics. I'm in the car. I went to the Emirates to do the Fancam, and I was planning on doing a video outside the stadium, and then my battery ran out, so I've had to get in the car, charge up the phone, and now, I'm doing the reaction video now before I get back. But I'm disappointed, man. 2 points dropped today. An opportunity to maybe put Manchester City on the back foot when it comes to the title race already. That would have been 3 defeats out of 5, and we turned up waving the white flag. You know what I mean? Pep, don't defeat our team. We're here to defend. I felt like Arteta was happy to take a point, man. As soon as we saw that midfield, we knew that we were in for a long day, that we were going to have a problem. Using Mourinho's form for Spain as a way of justifying his selection for Arsenal is just crazy, crazy work, man. And Mourinho's had a bad game when Arteta drags him at half-time, and he seems to look after his Spanish brethren as well. So you know he was bad. How can he bench Eze today? How can he justify that? £67 million, he was brought here to make a difference. Biggest home game of the season, and you leave him on the bench. He comes on, he plays some good passes, he gets a shot off, he creates the goal. He grew into the game. He looked like he linked up well with Saka. All the fans were excited to see him play, and you benched him. And a lot of people giving him credit. Oh, he changed things at half time. If I put a brick through your window and then fix the window the day after, does that justify what I've done the day before? No, it doesn't. Arteta, you smashed up the place and then didn't even fix the window properly. You just boarded it up, bro. You know what I mean? Because Eze should have started the game in the first place. So no, I ain't even giving him that much credit for changing things. Again, you go through the team. I thought the defence today wasn't great. Got split open. Looking back at the goal, I almost think it was Gabriel's fault more than Saliba. But Saliba didn't adjust his body well. I think he should have shut off that pass to Haaland. But Gabriel tried to actually go and engage with Haaland. Haaland pops off the pass, and then Haaland just runs away from Gabriel like he's not even there. No pace, couldn't catch him, couldn't catch him. And he's on fire at the moment, Haaland. Calafiori, a lot of the Arsenal fans love Calafiori. I'm not convinced by him personally. I call him a wild horse, red rum settings. He runs all over the pitch. And defensively, is he even that good anyway? I really don't know. And, when he shot from 30 yards out on his right foot and nearly smashed the corner flag, I thought, I don't know if I'm convinced by this guy at left back, man, I'll be honest. Timber had an okay game, but, Doku caused him problems. The midfield, again, didn't work. Mourinho in midfield, disaster class. Zubimendi, still not convinced, not strong enough off the ball. Declan Rice, £105 million midfielder. Real talk at the moment, just playing like a more mobile Eric Dyer, to be honest. Runs around, puts in a shift, whips in some set pieces. Not Declan Rice's fault, by the way. It's the Mikel Arteta effect. You've been in the team of the season the last couple of years. Now, we're stifling his game by making him just a workhorse. He's not a left 8. Right, he should be playing in the 6, and then you should have bought an 8 for big money, like Bruno Guimaraes or someone who is a specialist in that role. You sell Granit Xhaka, you buy Havertz for 65 million, he doesn't replace him. You buy Mourinho for 35 million, he doesn't replace him. So you replace him with the £105 million number 6 to replace him. So you've spent a grand total of 205 million to replace Granit Xhaka, and guess what? We still haven't replaced him, because Xhaka in his last season at Arsenal was performing better than what Havertz, Mourinho and Rice have in that left 8, which is absolutely crazy when you think about it. The front three, Madueke was lively, our best attacking player. So what happens? He gets dragged. Trossard, same old Trossard, does well on the off the bench. Then gets a start, then doesn't perform when he starts, and then he'll get benched again, which is what Trossard has been doing for years. And Gyökeres, I mean, again, Played like a WWE wrestler. Spent most of the game fighting defenders. Didn't even have one shot. You know what I mean? Didn't even have one shot. Starving. Absolutely starving. No service. And I mean, I'm almost conflicted. I am blaming Arteta's system, but he's got to do more as well. Sometimes as a striker, you got to get the ball and go to work. But no wonder he wanted Sesko, because not because Sesko's better, because he just wanted to spam crosses to a tall striker, and he actually doesn't know how to figure out Victor Gyökeres needs actual service, like create chances for him to actually look decent. I said in the Fancam that I did with Robbie, I said Arteta came here to solve problems. He now is the problem at this football club. He's too cautious. He's scared to gamble and go for the win. What was it Michael Jordan said about I failed and failed over again, and that's why I've been so successful? This manager's afraid of losing, you know, and therefore he would rather draw the game of football than go for the victory. Man City today ended the game with no attacking player in terms of a striker. Foden, Haaland, he took them all off. He ended up with no striker because Pep knew I can't lose 3 games out my opening 5. Arteta should have used that pressure and worked it against him. Instead, he played into his hands. Sat back, played slow football that allowed them to counter-attack us, and that's where the goal came from. As I've said before, people, we've had the best defence for the last 2 years, and we'll probably have the best defence this year, which isn't hard actually when you got 4 centre-backs, 2 defensive midfielders, and you drag both your wingers back. I expect you to defend well. The Premier League top goal scorers for the last 5 years have won the Premier League. We've had the best defence for the last 2 years. We haven't won the Premier League. That tells everybody scoring the most goals is more likely to give you a Premier League title than having the best defence. Until this manager understands that, it is not going to happen. I do not believe we have got the right manager at this football club to win the Premier League. This is one of the strongest squads we've had in years. And this guy, with his inferior complex football that came from Everton, survival football, happy to draw games, is going to cost us the league title. Listen, Liverpool might be better than us. And even if he plays attacking football, it don't happen. We can all accept that. Entertain us, give us something to be excited by when we watch our team play. Not that dull football with Mourinho in midfield and Eze on the bench. That's not what we signed up for. That's not what Arsenal are about. This manager, he's in trouble. I'm telling you. The mainstream media can see it. Look at what they're saying. Roy Keane said we wasted 45 minutes. Carragher said we don't look like a title winning side. Gary Neville said we're too cautious. I'm not saying everything they say is gospel. What I'm saying, these are guys that have been capping for Arsenal. And even they're seeing it now. This manager might be the problem. What do you guys think in the comments? Who was our man of the match today? I'd give it to Martinelli probably just for the goal. Nobody started the game played that well. Next week we go to Newcastle, a ground we've got a poor record at in the last couple of years. 5 points behind Liverpool already. They're away at Palace. We're away at Newcastle. Robbie was saying it's only 5 games. It's not, mate. It's 6 years. Make no mistake about it. This is not about the opening 5 games. This is about 6 years. This is about your 4th consecutive title challenge. The way it looks right now, I think Liverpool are going to run away with it. Big up to everyone. We're back in the car. My apologies. I'll be back on stream tomorrow. Arsenal Therapy, lock in at 2 PM. And I'll see you all soon, people. Bless.